We're now very excited to welcome Danica into the Cronkite Sports Live studios. She's a Cronkite student, and yesterday was her birthday, but she took some time out of her very busy schedule to join us. Danica, thank you so much for coming on.
Seriously, though, what a weekend it was for college football. With upsets across the country, ASU closed things out on Saturday night on ESPN with some exciting Pac-12 After Dark action. WCSN's finest Carly Mathias was there to capture the historic game. The roster features players from Pennsylvania to Bakersfield and all across the Phoenix Valley. The team is the top goalie in the country and a roster of players dedicated to providing an opportunity for women to play collegiate hockey on the West Coast. To introduce you to some of the players you might not know, we're bringing back the Ring of Fire, and we threw the girls of the ASU women's hockey team straight in. And then over there to close out the season, you have the University of Utah, and Utah, they won the Pac-12 conference last year. So this is not at all an easy schedule, and it's really tough going forward. Then this past weekend, the Sun Devils played their only non-conference road series of the season against #1 ranked TCU, the same team that eliminated them from regionals in postseason play last year. Now, if you thought the team couldn't play back-to-back games with 22 combined runs scored, you would be wrong, as that happened once again. This time, however, the Devils came out on top. Now, to start things off, the soccer team's really struggling. They're losers of 4 in a row. The most recent loss came up in Eugene against Oregon. What went wrong for the Sun Devils in that game? We now move from one ASU sport that's struggling to another. The Sun Devil volleyball program are losers of 8 in a row, dating back to their conference opener against Arizona. This past weekend, they lost to Utah, and while they lost, WCSN's coverage did not stop. Our very own Mason Kern and Alex Gall were there to break it all down. Last year, the team played with 2 goalies. This year, you're the only healthy goalie. What is that like for you, being the only one in net all season? When you think of hockey in the desert, you don't think of much outside of the Coyotes. Hockey at ASU, now you have something. With the men's program making the transition to NCAA, there's a lot of attention on the Sun Devils at Oceanside Ice Arena. People forget, or maybe they're just not aware, that ASU has a women's hockey team as well. I'm going to take it off the ice a little bit. Those who follow you on social media might have seen some pictures of you in a Ghostbuster costume. Tell me what's going on there. 4 years ago, there was no thought of women playing hockey collegiately on the West Coast. Now, in just their second season as a program, they're receiving votes for the ACHA rankings. Not only that, they're giving women an opportunity to play hockey in the desert, something that literally did not seem like a possibility a few years ago. ASU's interlocking AS is a clean insignia, and when raised to provide depth, like with the stitching on a hat, it looks even sharper. Plain and simple, basic stickers and glossy helmets are no longer the standard when it comes to batting helmet design. Raised decals and matte finishes are the way to go. I commend ASU baseball for making the switch, and that's the way it is. To catch up with everything Danica and her team have done this season and will do the rest of the way out with in-depth stories and analysis, head over to CronkiteSports.com and click on that women's hockey tab. Danica, we wish you and the team the most objective of luck going forward this season. Thank you again for coming in. I appreciate it. Now, the women host Midland this Friday and Saturday. Puck drop on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. and Saturday's puck drop is at 6:30 p.m. To follow the ASU women's hockey team all season long through every win and loss, check out CronkiteSports.com. Click on that women's hockey tab. Jordan, thank you again for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you.